Alan, we're just into June, but already it's been a productive transfer window. On the 1st of June, you've managed to conclude the arrival of James Keatings and Fraser Fyvie signing that 2-year contract too. Firstly, can we get your reaction to the news that James is now officially a Hibs player?
Well, we're obviously delighted on the signings of both James and Fraser. I think it's a sign of, you know, the way we want to take the club forward. Fraser was one that we've been speaking to for weeks, and I think Fraser wanted it wasn't really anything to do with the club, because he's really enjoyed the time here, but I think he wanted a few assurances to see which way the club was going to progress to, and so that it's great news with Fraser. You know, I'm delighted he's a huge part in what I'm trying to do here. James will bring goals to the team. You know, and I think it's an area where we did well last season, but I think it's an area where we can keep on improving. And it's just nice to be sitting here right now, just to be speaking about, you know, two really positive signs. And I want to do all my business as early as possible. I think it's the best way to go. I want to be able to start pre-season with the real strong nucleus of the squad all in place, all ready to go, and that's all as a result of, you know, and we've said it before, but, you know, season ticket sales going really well, the shares going really well. You know, the better they do, the more chance I've got of bringing in quality players.
Just focusing on Fraser if we can, because he obviously came back up to Scotland and perhaps he lost his way slightly down at Wigan Athletic. You've managed to now get the best out of him, but he's still a young player. Do you feel the best is still yet to come with Fraser Fyvie?
The only way for Fraser is forwards. You know, I think he had a move early on in his development where he was young. He went to Wigan, and there was a lot of expectation of him. And then with Roberto, it seemed to be going the way he wanted it to, and then suddenly a manager leaves, and then he went through a few managers, and it's like everything, you know, sometimes a manager's opinions are different. They're looking for something different, and Fraser just probably got lost up in it all, and I think he probably felt a little bit disillusioned by what had happened and not being involved, and then he had a couple of injuries, and it just he got to a point where he couldn't see a way out. And I've got to say, since he's come here, he's been absolutely first class, not just as a footballer, but as a person and all. And, you know, when I met him before he signed, I could tell by the look in his eye that he had a lot to prove. He had a huge point to prove to everybody, to say that, you know, he wants to get back playing and enjoy playing again. And I certainly think he's done that. You know, he comes in with a smile on his face. He really enjoys his football. But most importantly, he's a good footballer. He's got a lot of quality, and he was pivotal that we tried to tie down. And, you know, we're delighted. Not just myself. I think Fraser's delighted. The club's delighted that we've managed to get him to sign a 2-year contract.